You know, it's interesting. I learned that making your electrical system super reliable, what they call system coordination, can actually make the arc flash risk worse.
Ah,
How'd that work?
it's kind of a weird trade-off, right? Between keeping the system up and running and keeping people safe, system coordination is designed so that if there's a problem, only the closest protective device trips, so you don't shut down the whole electrical system. And one way they do that is with short time delay tripping in power circuit breakers. They basically build in a small delay before the breaker actually trips. We're talking like 100 to 400 milliseconds.
So it waits a fraction of a second before cutting the power.
Right. And for keeping things running smoothly, that's often a good thing. But the problem is, if an arc flash happens during that delay, it releases more energy. So that arc flash boundary gets bigger, sometimes by a lot. For example, our sources say that in a standard 480-volt system with a possible short circuit current of 65 kiloamperes, that delay can push the arc flash boundary out to almost 19 feet.
19 feet, that's a huge area to worry about. So what can you do to reduce that risk?
The best way to minimize the energy from an arc flash is to shut it down as fast as possible. That's where instantaneous tripping comes in. These circuit breakers are designed to trip pretty much the instant they sense a fault, sometimes within a single cycle of the AC power. We're talking about 16 milliseconds for a 60 hertz system. For those lower voltage power circuit breakers, you might be looking at something like 35 to 50 milliseconds. And a lot of those molded case circuit breakers are even faster.
So going from a fraction of a second down to a few milliseconds, that's going to make a big difference for the arc flash danger.